Hello everyone, welcome to Krakow video series. This is an important update from the India's top B school IIM Ahmedabad regarding the admission criteria. The institute releases the latest admission criteria on its official website. In this video, we will discuss the admission criteria of IIM Ahmedabad in detail. Apart from that, as the CAT is approaching, the aspirants are advised to take a good number of mocks and also try to solve CAT previous year's papers to improve your CAT percentile. So for that, we are providing you with 3 free CAT mocks and national level mocks. The links for both CAT previous year's papers and CAT mocks are given in the description. So please check them out. So now coming to the video, the admission criteria for IIM Ahmedabad is little complex. So in this video, we will discuss it in brief. But remember that do not worry about this admission criteria. So just focus on your CAT preparation and give your best performance in the examination. So let's get started. As we all know, for all IIMs, there will be 3 common stages in the selection process. Firstly, we have preliminary screening. This is the stage 1. In this stage, the both CAT score and the previous academics of the candidate will be considered. Shortlisting for analytical writing test and personal interview, which is nothing but the stage 2. And the last stage in the selection process is final selection. So now let us have a look at each stage of the admission criteria in detail. Stage 1. Preliminary screening. This is nothing but which is a process of shortlisting the candidates for stage 2 based on a composite score calculation that involves CAT score, academics and the previous work experience. As you can see, these are the components involved in this composite score calculation process and these are the respective weightages. The academics and the work experience are combinedly computed as application rating score AR as shown here. The weight for the CAT 2022 score is 65, which is the highest weight compared to the others. There will be more chances to get shortlisted if the candidate can score a good percentile in CAT. And these are the weights for the academics. For 10th, the weight is 10 points. For 12th, 10 points. For the graduation, 10 points. And finally, for the work experience, 5 points. So now let us see how the weight points will be given for each of the components in detail. As you can see, these are the minimum CAT score requirements. The candidates must reach out these CAT scores to get considered for the stage 1 selection process. As you can see, these are the CAT sectional and the overall cutoff for various categories. Firstly, for the general category, the overall cutoff is 80 and the sectional cutoff is 70. For the NCOBC cum transgender, the overall cutoff is 75 and the sectional cutoff is 65. For SC, the overall cutoff is 70 and the sectional is 60. Similarly, for the all categories, these are the minimum CAT cutoffs. Rating score for 10th, which is nothing but A in application rating score. So as you can see, if the candidate score more than 90% in 10th, then he or she will get 10 points. Below 90, 8 points. Between 70 to 80, 5 points. And if the candidates have the percentage below 55, then he or she will get 1 point. Rating score for 12th, which is nothing but B in the application rating score. These are the scores allotted for the various streams in 12th. As you can see, for the science stream, the candidates who score 90% in 12th, he or she will get 10 points and below 55, 1 point. Similarly, for the commerce stream and arts or humanities streams. Rating score for graduation. Here in this process, the rating score will be given based on the academic category AC. Suppose if you have done your graduation in MBBS, it comes under AC1. So here are the percentages and the respective rating scores. Similarly, for the AC2, for the candidates belongs to CA or CS background. If you have done your graduation in the streams of BBM, Commerce and Finance, then it comes under AC3. And these are the percentages and the rating scores. And next, if you have done your graduation in engineering stream, comes under AC4 and 6. And these are the percentages and the rating scores. Finally, if you have done your graduation in the stream of arts or humanities, then it comes under AC5. So these are the rating scores for various streams in graduation. So based on the CAT score and application rating score, and finally the rating score for the work experience. For the candidates having the work experience more than 36 months, then he or she will get 5 points. If less than 12 months, then the candidate will get 0 points. If the candidate having the work experience between 12 to 36 months, then the score will be calculated based on this formula. So based on the CAT score and application rating score, the candidates will be shortlisted for the stage 2. The stage 2 shortlisting for analytical writing test and personal interview. In this stage, the candidates are called for analytical writing test and the personal interview in two ways. Firstly, if the candidate excelled in the academics in various academic categories which we have discussed before, AC, will again subdivided into the categories general, SC, ST and so on, and they will again select top 5%. For every academic category, this subdivision continues and select 5% from each category, and also that 5% of the candidates must fulfill the C1 and C3. Then the selected candidates are called for the analytical written test and the personal interview. If the candidate does not fulfill this criteria, then he or she goes under second way of selection, which is based on their composite score. 65% of weight is given for the CAT score and 35% of the weight is given for the applicant rating score. Also, these candidates must fulfill the criteria of C1 and C2. So these are the various criteria in the selection process. As you can see, C1 refers to the criteria that candidates must reach out the minimum sectional and overall CAT cutoff. C2 refers to the criteria that the candidates from the various categories must reach out the percentage in 10th and 12th in different streams such as science, commerce, arts and humanities. So these are the minimum percentages that the candidate must reach out in this criteria. And finally, C3 refers to the criteria that the candidate must have the minimum of 80% in the bachelor exams in various categories like general, OBC, SC, ST, etc. And finally, this is the final stage of selection process, is nothing but final selection. The final merit list will be prepared by considering various components including CAT score, personal interview, analytical writing test and application rating score. As you can see, the highest weightage is given for the personal interview, which is nothing but 50. By this you can understand one can have more chances to get shortlisted if you perform well in the personal interview. Next, for the CAT, the weight is 25. For analytical writing test, the weight is 10 points. And finally, for the application rating score, the weight is 15 points. So based on these weightages, the merit list will be prepared. And this is the brief about IIM Ahmedabad admission criteria 2023. And remember that, as mentioned earlier, do not worry about this admission criteria. Just focus on your CAT preparation and give your best performance in the examination. Apart from this, if you have any doubts regarding CAT, ZAT, CMAT or any other MBA entrance exams, you can ask your doubts on our webpage called Kraku Adda, where you can post your doubt and your doubt get resolved by the experts, and also you will be notified immediately whenever your doubt get resolved. The link for the Kraku Adda is given in the description, so please check it out. So thank you so much guys and all the best.